Andre, what do you like about the Bronco defense at this stage, and what do you sense that you guys will do well?
It's a lot better than last year, I would say. But during the fall, during the summer camp, I could tell that defense put up a better fight this year, especially for Pembroke since they kind of scored 39 points on them. I'm very happy about that. But, yeah, but I hope the whole defense is flying around, and we have to go see.
Coach Shinnick, in addition to Fred, you've got a couple other defensive leaders in Devontae and Quentin. Can you talk about what each one of those guys brings to your team and what you're expecting this year?
Well, yeah, Devontae had kind of an up and down season last year, his first year playing, and so our focus on him has just been trying to get him consistent game in and game out. And then Quentin's really done a very good job just kind of stepping up, being a leader for the defense. And so both those guys bring a lot of experience really to a young defense. And even though those guys are young, they have been around quite a bit, and they have played quite a bit last year. We got them in a little more than we anticipated, but with some injuries late, both those guys ended up playing a lot of football for us at the end of the season.
And when you look at Fayetteville State, what are the things that you know here on Monday that you have to pay attention to, and the guys that you're concerned with?
Well, and I think we've done this a couple times, and just looking at it, we've got a pretty good feel offensively. I mean, they do a physical brand of football, and so they've been able to run the ball and move the ball there. And with a new quarterback, there's always a little bit of a question mark as to what he's going to bring. And so, again, we know that last year, tough situation with not having their starter being able to play, and something that was obviously unforeseen. This year, I'm pretty sure they'll have that taken care of, and that's all worked out. And then defensively, Coach, Marcos was a senior 2 years ago, so I know I saw him last year, and he said he was playing again, but I'm sure that's all good. Just kidding. But no, they've always had guys defensively, and I know the numbers will change. And with Andre back there, I mean, he's been back there a couple years. And then I think Aaron on the front line has been around, I think, in both of these. And Marcos didn't play last year, but he probably had as good a game in 2009 against us as anybody that we played against defensively. So I know he'll be flying around. I know he's chomping at the bit to get back after sitting out last year. We've got a lot of respect for what they do and how they do it. And schematically, they create some issues for some of the things that we do because they can get so many people close to the box. And so, we're trying to work on that and how to attack that.
Coach, is Marcos healthy, first of all, and second of all, what will he add here in his final year at Fayetteville State?
Well, the thing that he brings to the table, what Coach was talking about, he was a senior. We thought he was a senior also, but, things happen.
Hey, if I could get him back,
for the best.
Believe me, that's a good deal.
For the best. But, the thing he brings a lot of enthusiasm. I mean, when you have a guy of that caliber that just not only loves to play the game, but loves to practice. And, you can find a guy that loves to practice, you got a football player. Because that's one of the worst things guys hate to do is practice. And he brings a lot of enthusiasm, brings a lot of leadership to our football team. And when he's out there, he's our emotional leader because we know that any time that he'll turn a big play for us to get us fired up on the defensive side of football. And I think that's what we was lacking a year ago. We really didn't have anybody that would step up to the plate and say it's time to go. Let's get this thing rolling. And that's what he brings to the table. Plus, he's a very good football player. I mean, a very good football player. Even after sitting out a year, I didn't really have to coach him that much. I knocked a little rust off of him. But, playmakers are playmakers. You don't have to coach those guys very much.
For both of the players, what has this game, what is the level of excitement that it brings to you guys, and what are you most looking forward to about finally getting a chance to start 2011 with another rivalry game?